You ever hear one of those jokes that's so smart it kind of changes how you see things? Well, I've got one for you today, and it's all about Bitcoin. But trust me, it's not just a punchline. It's basically a masterclass in a world-changing idea. Let's dive in.
So, picture this. You ask the world's most famous cryptocurrency for some dating tips. And what do you get back? Its core principle. Always trust, but verify. You know, on the surface, that sounds like pretty solid advice, right? But what happens when you actually try to apply that to, say, a first date?
Well, you get this. I mean, you can just imagine it, can't you? The spreadsheets, the background checks, maybe cross-examining their stories over dinner. It's taking this super high-tech, serious advice and dropping it right into a very human, and let's be real, a very awkward situation.
And there it is, the punchline. It's so funny because it perfectly connects this abstract concept of cryptographic security to that feeling we all know, that desire for security in our own lives, in our relationships. It's just a brilliant mix of tech and, well, the human heart.
Okay, but that joke is so much more than just a quick laugh. The principle behind it, trust but verify, is honestly one of the most powerful ideas out there right now. And its influence, it goes way, way beyond the world of crypto. So let's really dig into it. Why is this little phrase so absolutely fundamental to how Bitcoin and the whole blockchain thing works? What are we even verifying, and how in the world does a computer network do that? At its heart, trust but verify is basically a rebellion against blind faith. Fun fact, this phrase was actually made famous during the Cold War. It was a motto for nuclear disarmament treaties. It means, hey, you can be optimistic, you can be hopeful, but you always check the work. And for Bitcoin, this is the entire foundation. The whole system is built on this radical idea that every single person should have the power to check the facts for themselves. And this right here is what makes the blockchain such a game changer. See, instead of one single bank holding a private ledger that you just have to trust, the blockchain is a distributed public ledger. Every transaction is a block, and it's cryptographically chained to the one before it. So you don't need to trust a bank or some central authority to tell you a transaction is real, because the entire network of users can literally look at the public chain and confirm it themselves. It's a system built on provable math, not on somebody's promises. This slide just lays it out so clearly. On the one hand, you have the old way of doing things, blind faith. You're relying on promises. You accept what you're told, and you put all your trust in one single source. But on the other hand, you have trust but verify. This approach requires evidence. It demands that you confirm things for yourself, and it spreads that trust out across a whole network. See, it's not about getting rid of trust. It's about building a smarter, much more resilient version of it.
But here's where it gets really interesting. This whole mindset, it's not just trapped in the digital world of code and crypto. It's actually an incredibly powerful tool that we can and probably should start applying to our everyday lives.
I mean, the joke is hilarious because it's so true. We've all been in situations where just a little bit of verification beforehand could have saved us a ton of trouble, maybe even some heartache. This idea isn't just some abstract thing for tech geeks. It has real, tangible value for all of us. And seriously, you can apply this mindset everywhere, from vetting a new partner, like in our joke, to evaluating a new investment, or even just fact-checking a news story you see on social media. It's all about taking that one crucial pause to ask yourself, okay, how can I actually verify this before you commit your time, your money, or your emotions? And if you want a simple way to do it, here's a super easy 3-step framework. Step 1, gather the data. Get all the claims, all the promises out on the table. Step 2, do your own research. Check the sources, look for proof, ask the tough questions. And then, finally, step 3, only after you've done your homework and verified the facts, you can make a conscious, informed choice to trust.
So we started with a clever little crypto joke and ended up with a practical life philosophy. Pretty cool, right? Now, let's bring it all home with one final thought and a little challenge for you.
So here it is, the big takeaway. Trust but verify is not just crypto jargon, it's a life hack. It's a mental model that empowers you to navigate a world that is just overloaded with information and misinformation so you can make smarter, more secure choices with a lot more confidence.
And that brings us to the final challenge for you. Think about it for a second. In what area of your life could you start applying trust but verify today? Is it in your finances, your career, maybe just the way you read the news? Where could a little bit of healthy verification make the biggest, most positive difference for you starting right now?